fellow creators, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope you're doing well. So as you can see from the title of this video is on how to sew this beautiful shirt with a lapel collar, as you can see here. So it's really good. It's really cute. I have the tutorial on how to draw the pattern, so I'm going to share this link just to check that out. So yeah, that is just that. Please, I'm sure you're going to learn something new from this video. So please, when you watch a video and you learn something new, please do not forget to like the video, okay? Because it really just helps the channel grow. And also make sure that you subscribe if you have not already, and also make sure that you turn on the notification bell so that you're going to notified anything we post in the video. So yeah, that is just after that. I'm going to leave some thumbs up down below as usual. So that is just going to be like the process. So if you're looking for anything in particular, then you just go check that out. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and without further ado, let's just get straight into the video. Alright guys, welcome to this sewing tutorial. So I have a detailed tutorial on how I drafted the pattern that I used to cut all these pieces out, so just go check it out there. So as you can see, you should have your facing, first of all you should have your facing for your back panel and facing for your front panel. So the back panel should be cut on a fold, while the front panel should be cut into pieces. And then you also want to cut out your collar pieces. So for your collar pieces, you want to have 4 pieces, okay, 4 layers. And then for your sleeve pattern, I have a detailed tutorial on how to draft a sleeve pattern, so just go check that out as well. That was what I used to cut out this piece. And then for your front panel, you want to have 2 separate pieces, while for your back panel you want to have just 1 piece, and you want to cut it out on a fold, okay? You want to cut your back panel out on a fold. So the first thing that you're going to do is that you're going to connect your front panel to your back panel, right? So what you want to do is that you want to open up your back panel piece. Once open it up, and then what you're going to do is that you're going to arrange your front panel on it, right? So we're going to be joining this on at the shoulder and at the side seams, okay? So you just want to align it like so, and you want to ensure that it is with the right sides facing each other. And you also want to ensure that you secure them together with pins, so that while you're sewing, everything is just laying flat and everything is where it's meant to be. You're just going to go ahead to just sew the front panel and the back panel together with the right sides facing each other. You're going to sew it at the shoulder slope, and then you're also going to sew it together at the side seams. And then after you do that, then you're going to do the exact same thing for the facing pieces as well. So you want to get your facing piece for your back panel, and you want to ensure that the shoulder slope is aligning, okay? So as you can see, I put it in the other side before, but it wasn't aligning, so that was how I knew that, okay, I have to put it on the other side. And you want to ensure that it is with the right sides facing each other as well. So for the facings, you're going to go ahead to just join them together at the shoulder slopes there, like so. So I just went ahead to just pin down the sleeve together like so. So I just folded it into half, and then I just pinned it down like so. So what I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be sewing it all the way from that top part there all the way to the bottom there like so. So I'm just pinning it down so that I can secure that part. And then just once I had to do the exact same thing for the other side as for the other sleeve as well. So you just want to join your pieces together like so on the straight line there. It is going to sew it all the way from the top to the bottom, and then you're going to do the exact same thing for the other sleeve as well. So once you're done joining the front panel and the back panel together, and you're done sewing your sleeves together, you want to go ahead to just place your sleeve like this, okay? And we're going to be joining the sleeve to the front panel and the back panel like so, okay? So you're just going to join it to the piece. So what you want to do is that you're going to join it with the right sides facing each other, okay? So as you can see, the sleeve is in the right side, and I just put it into the bodice, so that it's with the right sides facing each other. The right side of the sleeve is facing the right side of the bodice. So as you can see, first of all, I'm just joining them together at the armpit there like so. Then I'm just going to go ahead to just pin it down again at the shoulder point there like so, okay? So once you're done with that, then it should align, and then you're just going to take it to your sewing machine to just join it together like so. So you want to start from the armpit side, and then you're just going to work your way through the armhole till you get to the armpit again. So you want to ensure that you're just taking your time with this, okay? You're sewing curves, and you just want to take your time. Don't rush, and just take your time so that everything comes out nice and perfect. So it's time to sew the collar pieces. So what you want to do is I want to get 2 out of the 4 that you have, and then you're just going to join the 2 collar pieces at that straight side like so. Okay, you want to join it at the straight side, not at the side that is curved. So you're just going to take it to your sewing machine, just sew it there, and when you open it up it's going to look like this. And then you also want to do it for the other collar pieces as well. And then once you sew the two pieces together, you're just going to connect those two different collar pieces together like so, and you're going to turn it into one piece. So as I said earlier, you're just going to take your collar pieces, and then you're going to take two pieces first, and you're going to join them with the straight side. Okay, you don't want to take the curved side and the curvy side. You want to take the straight part, and you're just going to join it together, and then you're going to take the other two pieces, and then you're going to join it together at the straight side as well. And then once you're done with that, your collar pieces should look like this. So you just want to give it a nice press so that everything lays flat and everything looks nice. Then once you've pressed it, then you're just going to join these two pieces, these two collar pieces together so that you'll be able to form one collar piece. So what you're going to do is that you're going to join the collar pieces. You're going to start from that point, and then you're going to take that outer curved edge, and then you're going to try and stop at the other point of the collar like so. And then once you finish sewing it, then you just want to turn it to the right side, and then you just want to give it a nice press. So once you're done with that, then we're done with all the pieces, and it's just time to just put all of them together. So the first thing that you're going to do is that you want to get the middle point of the neckline. Okay, so what you just want to do is I just want to align the shoulder points of the bodice, and then you're just going to snip the center, which is going to serve as the center back of the top of the bodice. So then after you've gotten that part, what you now want to do is that you want to get your collar piece, and then you want to align that center back notch that we just created to the middle point of the collar like so. Okay, because that is the middle point, right? So you just want to connect the middle point to the center back of the bodice, and then you're just going to pin it down together like so. And then you're going to take your facing piece as well, and then you're just going to join it together at the shoulder points there like so. And then you're going to get the middle point, which is the center back of the facing back panel, and then you're just going to snip it again. And once you snip it, then you're just going to connect that center front. You're going to join it, and you're going to join that center back to the center back of the bodice like so. And then you're going to connect it to the middle point of the collar and the center back of the bodice, and then you're just going to pin it down like so. And then from that point, you're just going to align the facing with the bodice as well as the collar. So as you can see, the collar is too short. It should actually reach that part there instead of reaching that part there. But if you followed what I said in the pattern tutorial, then you won't have an issue with this. But yeah, so you just want to pin down the facing together like so. And then yeah, so then after that, so this is basically what we're going to do. We're just going to be sandwiching it together like so. So ideally you should start at that center front place that we notched, okay, so that you make sure that everything aligns and that everything is laying together and everything just looks nice, so that you have the exact dimensions on each side. So you just want to start at the middle there, and you just want to work your way till you get to the to the hem at each side. And then once you're done with that, your shirt should look like this. So of course the collar piece was too short, but if you made it longer, then it would just really align and it won't look this kind of weird. Although it's kind of like a style, I won't say it's that bad, but it just depends on what you're going for. So yeah, that's just that for that. Then after that, what you just want to do is I just want to go ahead to overlock all of the raw edges. So I went to overlock the seam that I used to join the facing with the bodice as well as the facing with the collar. And then I also went ahead to just hem the raw edges of the facing like so. So as you can see, it's looking neat and everything is just looking really nice and all of that. And then I just went ahead to just press down the collar piece and the facing so that everything just looks neat and flat. So in order for the facing to just stay in a bit, I just went ahead to just cut out small hemming tape. I just use small hemming tape to just tape the middle part of the facing, but you can actually allow this to like go all over the facing, but I just didn't want that, so I just just hemmed just a particular piece of the facing like so. So I just put it under the facing, and then I just use my iron to just put it down so that everything just lays flat, so that when you are wearing the shirt, that part is going to like stay inside and it's not going to be like coming out. Because if you just leave it like that part, best believe is going to be coming out, especially because of the length. If you don't want that and you don't want to hem it, then you can just make this piece longer. But just because I wanted to like conserve my material, I didn't want it to be too long, so that's why I just went ahead with 2 inches. So once you're done with that, the next step for you to do is that you want to overlock the hem of the shirt like so, okay? And you want to ensure that when you're hemming it, okay, you want to hem the facing alongside with the bodice, right? So you want to just use your pin to just secure the facing with the bodice, and then once you do that, then you're just going to go ahead to just hem those two parts together like so, okay? So that it's like together and all of that, and the facing is going to be like actually inside the bodice and it's not going to be coming out. So then after you do that, then you're just going to go ahead to just get your hemming tape, and what you want to do is you just want to hem the hem of the of the shirt. So of course with this you can just use like your normal sewing machine to just hem it, but I just wanted that place to look like seamless. I didn't want to have any like annoying like creasing due to like the needle and the thread. So that's why I just went ahead with hemming tape, and it's really 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 came out really nice. So you just want to use the hemming tape to just hem that part, and yeah. And then once you've done that, then you should have something like this, really 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 neat. So as you can see, I also went ahead to hem the sleeve as well. So I used hemming tape to hem the sleeve as well, and as you can see, it's looking really 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 neat and all of that. So yeah, if you want to just make sure that that piece looks seamless, then just get hemming tape, okay? Just get hemming tape. As you can see, it's just looking really neat, and yeah, that's just that for that. Okay, so then after that, the next thing to do is to sew your buttons. So funny enough, these buttons are actually buttons that I got from a shirt that I turned into something else, but I just kept like the buttons so that I can just have them for another project. And while I have that, so yeah, this is a sign if you're turning a shirt into something else, just keep the buttons. You're going to use them for something else, okay? So yeah, so the first thing that you want to do when you want to start sewing your buttons is that you want to first of all like arrange your shirt, okay? Make sure that it fits properly. Then after you arrange that lapel collar, just make sure that it looks like this and everything is aligning. Then you're just going to go ahead to just press that part down, okay? So you want to ensure that you have that part pressed already, so that you know that okay, this is where it's meant to be, so that because you're going to be opening this up, do you understand? So just want to press it down like this, and you can also pin it down at the middle part there like so, like I did, so that everything just aligns and everything is just laying flat. So then once you do that, what we want to do is I want to get where we're going to be putting our buttons, okay? So I want to like mark the points that we're going to be putting our buttons. So you want to put one button there like so, the middle of where the lapel collars meet each other. You want to put the button there. So then what you're going to do is that you're not going to arrange the other buttons, but you're going to be arranging them with the same measurement, okay? So you want to have like the same amount of distance between all of them, between all the buttons, so that everything just looks nice. So as you can see, I'm just taking my tape rule now, and then you're just going to just place your like the top of your tape rule where that button is there. And then what you're going to do, so for my buttons, I had like a total of 6 buttons, so I just tried 2.5, like a distance of 2.5 between all of the buttons, and as you can see, everything aligned and everything was just okay. So that is what you want to do. You just want to like just make sure that you arrange it first of all, and just make sure that all the buttons are going to fit into like the distance that you planned for it. So if everything fits, then the next thing for you to do is just remove all of the buttons. Then what you want to do is that you now want to like take your tape rule, and then you're just going to measure the amount of distance, and then you just use your chalk to just mark it like okay, from that top of that part there, you're just going to just measure 2.5. So if you're working with 2.5 inches as your distance, then you're just going to measure 2.5, 5, 7.5, 10. Do you understand? So yeah, that's what you want to do until you get to the bottom of your shirt. So as you can see, there are 2 layers on top of each other, right? And in order for us to be able to get the markings at the other layer, what you want to do is that you want to take your pin, and then you want to put your pin into the shirt, right? And then you're going to allow your pin to come out where the marking is. Do you understand? So that is just what you're going to do. First of all, just stay with me, okay? You just want to do that, and then once you do that, then you're just going to do that for the other sides as well, and for the other markings as well. And then once you've done that for all the other markings, when you open up your like when you open up the other layer, you would see that you will still be able to see those pins. Okay, and what that tells you is that, okay, so those are the markings for the other layer. Do you understand? So this is just like a simple hack that I just thought of, and it worked out nice actually, and I feel like just really worked out nice. So yeah, just try this out if you've not done it before. It's a really good hack, trust me. So because this is going to be the buttonhole part, what I'm going to do is that I'm not just going to make it like just one like mark. I'm going to make sure that, you know, it's like extends to like a line kind of. So as you can see, I'm just moving the pin towards the other side, and I'm just marking it there and just making a straight line like so. So yeah, that is just what you want to do. You just want to make a straight line because we're going to be using that part to make our buttonhole. So I'm going to be making a very detailed tutorial on how to use your buttonhole footer to make your buttonhole, because that just makes it a lot easier. And I just want to like really like just explain it very well so that you'll be able to understand it very well. So yeah, just go check it out. It's going to come out soon, and I'm going to link it up there when it's out, and it's also going to be in my description box as well. So yeah, that is what you want to do. You just want to do the exact same thing for the other, you know, marks as well. And as you can see, I've already put the buttonholes and they look so nice. Yeah, just go check out my tutorial on how to sew that. So for the buttons, I just went ahead to just pass thread through a hand needle, and what I just did was I just used the hand needle to just sew the buttons on those markings that we made at the first time. So yeah, that's just what you want to do, and you just want to sew all of the buttons together. For the button holes, you're going to have to, like, you know, cut them with open with blade, but just be careful here. Okay, you want to be careful. You don't want to like cut it too much. Just be careful before you actually cut it, because me, it was quite a lot, but I just had to, like, you know, just take my time to do it. Although I almost cut through the stitching, don't mind me, but I just want to cut in between the stitching like so, and yeah, you shouldn't have a problem. And once you're done with all of the buttons, this is how your shirt should look like. Really nice, really neat, and really cute. So yeah, I really love how the outcome came. I just love how it looks and all of that. Alright guys, so that is it for this tutorial. I hope it's fun for you to watch, and I hope that you learned something new. As I said before, and if you learned something new, what you know, what are you supposed to do? Click that like button, okay? Click that like button, and also make sure that you subscribe if you have not already. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I have a catalog of different videos that you get inspired by, so just check that out. It's on my homepage. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.